We here. I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in this room. You're now dealing with Canoom. Yeah, I'm here. And while I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is another episode of My Thoughts, and as the title states, this is My Thoughts 242 on tithes and offerings. Are they required? We're going to get into that, and I'm going to give my opinion, my thoughts, and my scrutiny. And I believe this is always a teaching moment. Okay, so I got a couple of videos to play for you guys, and we're going to get into that, but let's hear from the ancestors. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it won't cost you a fee.
One thing you have to get through your mind and keep it. Nothing that ever came from the European mind was meant to do anything but facilitate European domination of the world. And I said there's no exception.
Okay, I play that each and every day customarily to give the ancestors homage, honor, and they deserve it, especially from me because the master teachers are who shaped me into what I am today. Okay. So I always give them honor and I pay homage to them and their works, all their works. It's a lifetime worth of works they left out here in the universe for anyone who wants to learn about it. They can. Okay. So it's tithes and offerings required because a lot of time tithes and offerings, they're coupled together and it packaged to you by the religion of your choice. And it's three major Western religions. You have Christianity, you have Islam, and Judaism. Okay, that's how it is. So tithes and offerings are always packaged in a package and put forth to you by these three major Western religions. Okay. And the reason I play the ancestors is because the ancestors, that right there, that piece, excuse me, from Dr. John Henry Clark states a lot. Nothing that ever came from the European mind was meant to do anything but facilitate European domination of the world. And I said there's no exception. So if there's no exception, that's what it is. He's not going to say that don't apply in regards of religion. It does. Because when the Europeans set up a God for himself, religion for himself, it was to be used just as it's used today. If you look in history, the first gods, if you want to use that type of term, are these understandings of spiritual objectivity and spiritual depictions of what people can try to make an image out of spirituality. That came from the African cultures, the African civilizations. Today, like the ancestor said, the European has facilitated religion on all world scale. The Islamic religion is held and ran by European Arabs. Okay, they always want to say Arabs and Africans go close and hand to hand. The leaders and the people who's in control of Islam is the European Arab. An Arab is a European. Okay. The people who set up and run Vatican City and the Catholicism and the Catholic Church, which is the whole church, every church came out of that, is the European. The man who's sitting before Judaism are the European Jews. You hear me? So nothing that the European ever put forth to the world was meant to do anything but benefit the European. That's why I love that piece and I will forever play it. And I'm grateful that that piece was put to the world. It made me do a bit of digging and that's what I do. So let's look at this. Again, tithes and offerings doesn't have anything to do with a requirement, nor is it an obligation. The first time you see tithes and offerings, tithes, not even offerings, you see a tithe is in Genesis when Melchizedek came and Abraham gave him a tenth of his goods. That didn't have anything to do with God. Okay. God didn't tell Abraham to do that. Abraham did that. So it's not an obligation. That was the first tithe ever. And it wasn't ordained by no God or anything. Okay. Simple as that. The first offerings is also in Genesis. After the Noah's Ark, you see that this Noah, he sacrifices and give offerings. See, offering was a sacrifice. He gives sacrifice and offerings up to God. Okay. And before that, um, Cain and Abel, they gave offerings. You see, they gave Cain, I believe, he tilled the ground, and Abel, he was a herdsman of sheep and things like that. So they would cut the necks of the sheep. Well, Abel would cut the neck of his firstborn, the fat, and cut it and kill it and sacrifice it to the Lord. And the Lord was pleased with death. This is an Old Testament principle. You hear me? Cain would give his little branches and stuff because he was just a farmer. He would till the land. The Lord wasn't pleased with that. You hear me? So those things are not obligations. You can give an offering if you choose to. But the way they do it today is to keep the business of church going. And I'm going to show you that. And they do it with compulsion. See, I must admit, they're very compelling. They get songs going and fill you up and have a nice sized sister come from out the back and she, oh, Jesus loves me, and get you going. And whoo, you feel good. They tell jokes and all this carrying on. Then they ask for your collection. They ask for your pocketbook. Read you biblical scriptures. Oh, will a man rob God? Malachi 3:8 and carrying on. But that's what they're doing. Let me show you something. This is a video of Marvin Sapp. I know people probably tired of Marvin Sapp, but this is from May 20th, and he's up to the same things. Okay. But the reason he's doing it, and he'll tell you, is to furnish the church that they have going. See, this is to furnish the needs and the funds of the church. You hear me? So at least he's honest in that, but he's still dead wrong. Let's continue. I'm going to show you that. I don't own this video. You can go to Marvin Sapp's page and watch it in its entirety. I just took a little bit because I want to share this with you. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions, and I believe this is a teaching moment. Like, share, subscribe, comment. And I thank you for watching. Let's look at this video.
Ask you a very, very simple question. I ask this question every week. Do y'all know? Do you know what time it is? What time it is? It's see time in the house. And as always, there's a
It's C type in house. And look at this here. Then went to technology. See, because I can't get all my money from everybody who's not before me. You see how he feels about people when they before him. He's going to make sure he get what he asks for, or at least give a valid effort at trying to attempt to get it. You hear me? We know that. It's proof on video that he put out. Now, he said in that video, if 1,000 people give $20, that'd be 20,000. And the people online, that's another 1,000 people watching, that's another 20,000. So that would have been $40,000. You hear me? Which is $20. He loved the $20 thing. But the people who weren't there, you can give electronically. See? He said, close the doors, close the doors, close it. And everybody come up here. I want to see the money go in the baskets. If you're giving with your phone, still walk up here and you can tap the basket with your phone if you're giving tangibly. This is what he said. I don't want to misconstrue or misrepresent what he said. I'm not putting any words in his mouth. You can go look at it. Everybody has it. He said, if you're giving tangibly, bring your phone up here and tap the basket. But I want to see the money go in there. You want 1,000 people to bring that $20. Okay. So now, this is him Tuesday on the 20th, just sitting there giving a Bible study or teaching or middle of the week service, whatever have you. And he has it set up here because he's at home or he's somewhere in that chapel or cathedral or temple, but he's doing it in this manner. This is electronic giving. See, just send it in, but let's see what he's asking for. You hear me? Because it's tithe. He said it's offering time and tithe time. It's a damn shame, African people. Let's continue.
multiplicity of ways you can plant seed into the kingdom of God, but here specifically at the Chosen Vessel Church, There are four ways in which we give electronically. And reality is that if you have your cell phone, even as I speak, all you have to do is just pull out your cell phone and scan the QR code that's on the screen. You can pick either a chosen giving, you can pick either Givelify, you can pick PayPal, or if you just want to text the word give to the number
Man, he got it going on. You can text Givelify, PayPal, text Give. You can scan. Whew, man, brother, show know how to rake up pretty good. Let's continue.
that's on the screen. We'd greatly appreciate it, and plant a seed into ministry. As always, this is great ground to sow into because this is the house that favors building. And I ask weekly that 400 individuals that are
400 individuals. He asks weekly, and he said this is a good place to sow a seed in. Seed is just a fancy word for tithe and offering. Sow a seed, a proverbial seed, symbolic seed, planted in his ground because this is a church of building. Ooh, man, he got it going on. And this is compulsion, y'all. He's compelling you. He wants you to be filled with compulsion so you can give. Didn't sound too bad, huh? See? But he's still sitting here begging his ass off. He said he asked 400 individuals a week to do this. He didn't say members, he said individuals. This should be between him and his members. They the one that's benefiting off the church that he's building. Why would a person from around the world send this man anything? I don't give a damn what you growing. I don't give a damn what you built. If you're saying I can just sit here and listen to it, that should all it should be. He should never bring this before the screen. That's your business and your members. So drop that off the screen, continue preaching, and it's no problem. But when you at your cathedral or your temple that you built, this mega mass church, because it's temple heavy, church heavy, cathedral heavy. So what I mean by that, they put so much money into it that it's top heavy. It falls apart if they don't reach the demands of money that he's asking for. So he asks 400 individuals weekly to do this. Let's see what he's asking for. And if you have your phone, you can give it right now. You hear me? Because he know you're not before him. He's sitting somewhere in the office. Let's see what he's asking for, African people. It's a damn shame. And none of this can he show me a biblical scripture to prove that he should be doing this. None of it. Let's continue.
watching that you would plant a seed of $20, into ministry. And the reason being is because it goes to take care of the house of God. Here,
It goes to take care of the house of God. Remember, I said the top heavy ministries, the cathedrals, the temples, and all this stuff, this mega church he didn't build. And that comes with employees. You hear me? If you build all this, you got to have mega church, mega people that work it. So that's mega bucks. He asked 400 people, 400 individuals weekly to give $20. Guess what that is, African people? $8,000 every Tuesday he asks for this. This ain't even Sunday. So on Sunday, you better bring your big purse out. You hear me? So 400 people times 20 is $8,000 a week. He asks for this every week. Let's assume he gets it. That's $32,000 a month just on Tuesday. This is not a Sunday service. He probably do backflips on Sunday service begging for money. You hear me? Let's continue, African people.
in the city of Fort Worth, Texas. And it is our goal to be great stewards over what God has blessed us with. So we challenge each and every one of you all to plant that $20 seed. 400 of you all plant that $20 seed. It goes to maintain, it goes to manage, and it goes to take care of the house that God has given us. He didn't give it to me. I have my own home. He's given us this house, and the house that he's given us, it is our responsibility to take care of it. I'm going to pray.
This is a damn shame that this is the best this man can do. If we want to preach, he said he's already taken care of. It's not his house. He got his own damn house. Why should anybody front the bill on this uh, mega church that he's building? It's a chosen vessel, right? It should be chosen to pay for his goddamn self. He challenges 400 individuals to take care of his mind. Hold on. To take care of what he's put forth from his mind, he's made it physical now here in Fort Worth. and he wants people to pay for it. You hear me? This isn't nobody fault. Old Marvin Sapp, and he differentiate. Not my house. I got my own house. I refuse to believe. This is what he want people to believe, that he's just a jockey. No, I will refuse to believe that this man is just a jockey. You're not just a jockey of the racehorse. You own the racehorse and you paid to get on the racetrack that you race it on. So don't ever think that he's just a spokesperson for this, like he's trying to make it seem very small. I'm just asking, he's, wouldn't this be something if you had a Grammy Award winning, multi platinum, uh, one of the more famous people in the gospel singing world, probably the famous next to, well, he's probably second famous next to Kurt Franklin, to just ask for money for you? That sound crazy, don't it, African people? You hear me? Nobody couldn't just get Marvin Sapp to just ask for their money. Hey, every week, can you ask for my money for me? Just beg for me. He's not going to agree to that. This is his creation from his mind. He believed it, so he conceived it. Now he wants you to burden the bill. $32,000 a month just on Tuesdays. Now, when he get to Sunday, he probably, like I say, boy, he probably go crazy getting all your money. Let's look at what he wants you to pay for, because I put this together and I want you to see why he asks for money the way he do. See? This is the chosen vessel. Look at that. That's out there in Fort Worth, Texas. And if you have any sense, a lot of people say, man, Fort Worth, Texas, that should be cheap. I guess. I don't know. But look at what he's built. He's built a mega church. He tried to put one of them needles up there, look like from Dubai. This is how high it is. Let's look at it. This is what he wants you to pay for, African people. Look at that. I mean, driving by that, say you're just driving down the road, you say, damn, what is that? Oh, that's Marvin Sapp. That's the chosen vessel. Well, his fat ass should choose to pay for it. You hear me? I'm not kicking him down. I just wanted to use that choice word. His big fat ass should be paying for this. You hear me, African people? This is not your obligation. A tithe and an offering is not required by God. You can give it, but it's not a requirement because it's not a commandment. Let's continue to look at this mega church. Look at this fat ass just smiling, got designer clothing on. Okay. Got on designer clothing, stand out in front of his church. This is his problem, African people. Look at that. This don't have anything to do with you. But he wants you to pay the burden for his top heavy ministry so he can continue on. That's my thoughts on the video. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom Consul Moon. You already know what you're going to give me. Step in this room. You're now dealing with Kanoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. This is not to kick the brother around. This is not to take religion from you. You can have whatsoever you want. You can believe whatsoever you want to believe. If you want to continue to give tithes and offers, do it out of your own understanding. If you free-hearted like that, you got money, you want to just give, go ahead. But don't do it out of compulsion. Don't do it out of guilt that they use these raggedy scriptures, like I stated before, Malachi 3:8. Talking about will you rob God? That's not for you. That was for Hebrew Israelite priests who were stealing the money. And they were talking to them concerning that. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it won't cost you a fee. Like I say, this is not to take religion from you. This is to restore spirituality, what was taken from you at the time religion was given to you. Okay? If anybody's offended by anything you heard, I mean every word. Education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon or silly religion, pick up some knowledge. Yeah, yeah.